What's up guys, it's Wednesday, March 30th. Tomorrow we head to Seattle, but today we're playing 5-5 at Rounders. It's going to be a deep game, it's going to be a good game, so stick with us. Let's see what happens. Yo, what's up guys? I have an idea about the buy-in today. Normally buy-in super deep, like in a 5-5, 5K, sometimes 10K depending on the table. But I think today we're gonna buy in for 1,500 to make it more similar to the games that most people are used to playing around the country, but with wild, crazy Texas players. So it's gonna be an experiment. We'll do it right at the beginning, but if we need to, we'll change our strategy once we start.
There's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, sir.
Okay, hand number one. We are in the small blind on this one, and let's see what happens. This is going to be a big one, so I'm glad we're recapping it. It looks like Brian is going to raise with ace queen under the gun. There's going to be folds all the way to Yu-Chen, who's going to call the $40 on the button. I'm in the small blind with two black queens, and I need to put in a raise here. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise it to $190. I made it a little bigger because I was out of position. The big blind folds. Brian's gonna call the additional 150 with ace queen off, and it's up to Yu-Chan. He has 5-4 diamonds. It's $150 for him to call. He's gonna be in position the rest of this hand, so he's gonna go ahead and put in the 150 as well. And we're gonna go three ways off to a flop, $575 in there. My stack is 1.4K because I just started with 1,500, just 300 big blinds. And the flop's gonna be jack high. So jack high, two clubs, jack 9-5. We flop an overpair. Brian just has two overs and Yu-Chen has bottom pair. So in the small, we're gonna go ahead and lead here. We're gonna lead for, what sizing would you make it? I'm gonna go ahead and make it 340, and it's gonna take it down. So not too bad, picked up a $385 gain right there. Okay, so quick update. Everybody in there is at least $3,000 to $10,000 deep. We're the only one that's 1,500. But like you saw, we already got queens, we already made a little bit of money, and I think this is gonna be good. This short stack strategy, or 300 bigs in this case, is short for this game, so let's keep going. Okay guys, just taking a quick break, but we're already up $1,700. This buying short for 15 is good. We just took down that big double board bomb pot, so let's go. Okay, so the second hand we're gonna break down. I'm gonna pick up king queen of spades on the button. We're just gonna call. I actually thought that there was a raise to 25, but I'm thinking it was actually a second straddle, so I think it went 5-5, 10, 25. We're gonna end up going four ways to a flop here. I'm on the button, like I said. The small blind is going to be having ace 3. Rory's gonna have jack 6. Really nobody flops anything. El Clave has 5s. I flop top pair. There's $150 in the pot. Rory's an aggressive player. He's gonna go ahead and lead with his second pair. El Clave has some very devious plans in store. So he's gonna raise to 175, and I'm gonna be here on the button with top pair, backdoor straight, backdoor flush draw. So I'm trying to think about, after having a bet and a raise in front of me, what should be my play here? Should I be re-raising? Should I be just calling the raise? What should I do? So I take some time. The pot's now $360. I have a stack of 2.7K because I did double up earlier, and I just call the 175. Rory's gonna fold for the additional raise after he just folds second pair with a 6 kicker. So at this point, Clave's only way to win this hand is gonna be to bluff at it. I'm not sure of his strength of his hand. He could have queen jack here. He could have flopped 10-9. But on the turn, we pick up a third queen, and we're just not going to go anywhere. At the same time, we're also not going to be raising at all. So he bets 225. We just call. And on the river comes 10 of spades. Ace king got there. Anything with a 9 got there. He gives up. we call because we're not probably going to get called by anything that doesn't beat us, and we're going to take down a pot of $950 when $525 in the hand. Good one. Okay, so in this one, we are the straddle. It's 5-5-10. We're under the gun, but we make the $10 under the gun. It's going to fold around to Shane, who's going to open with King Jack offsuit. He has a 2.3K stack. I think we're sitting at 3.7K right now, so the hand's going to be at 2.3K effective. And after he raises to 35, we're going to just call the additional 25 with Ace Jack suited. We're actually doing this for some deception to not reveal our hand strength. And we're actually going to flop top pair, Jack 10-7, 2 spades. We also have the ace of spades, so it's $80 pot. We check. Shane's going to bet and flow, and he's going to continue for $30. Just a third size bet. And on the turn, we're going to get a pretty favorable card. It's going to be a deuce of spades. Yes, flushes got there, but we're holding the ace of spades. And unless Shane has king, queen of spades, king, nine of spades, he probably did not turn a flush. We're going to check again. Shane's going to lead 110. We're just going to call. We're going to let him continue to go here. And we're going to be off to a river, $360 in the pot. River card's going to come. 3 offsuit. Our pair, top kicker is obviously good here most of the time. We're just going to check and allow Shane to fire again. I would rather just check call this river than lead and possibly get raised and not know what to do. So we're just going to check. Shane picks 375, which is pretty much a pot size bet. We have nothing else to do but call. It's an unfortunate cooler for him. He has king jack with the king of spades. We have ace jack, so we're gonna win a 1.1K pot and another $560 in his hand. Okay, in this hand, there's a $25 straddle out. Mike Stone's just gonna call the $25. We're on the button and we have Jack 10 offsuit, so we're gonna call. The small blind's gonna complete. The big blind's gonna complete. And the straddler is gonna just check his option. So we're 5 ways to a flop, and we flop top 2. That's pretty awesome. Top 2, there are 2 spades on the board. It's Jack 10, 5, 2 spades, but we do have Jack 10. It's gonna go, let's see, check, check. Rory's gonna lead out $60 with a flush draw. He has 4 deuce of spades. I actually, at this time in this hand, did not know that Rory obviously was going to be leading with such a small flush draw. I thought his hand would have been stronger than this in this situation. I'm going to call this 60, and Brian, very ambitious, just with 1 pair, 5-3 of clubs, is going to call the turn, call for the turn with bottom pair. On the turn, the ace of clubs comes, so the king queen gets there for Broadway. Also, there's a lot of 2 pairs that just got made, like ace jack, ace 10, ace 5. Brian's going to check. Rory's going to continue because now he also turned a straight draw. He has a gut shot and a spade draw. So he's going to bet 500 into 8-10. And again, hands were made here, and I'm mostly afraid of 2 pairs that just got made. I'm afraid of the ace jacks, the ace 10s, the ace 5s. But I cannot fold my hand. It's too strong with top 2 on the flop. I'm going to call us 500. Now there's 1.3K to the river. The river's going to be 6 of clubs, so Rory bricked everything and does not fire the 3rd bullet. Cannot pull off the triple barrel just because I clearly have something very strong, having called 2 streets, having called $500 on the turn, and I'm just taking some time to decide what should my bet size be here. There's 1.3K in the pot. I have top 2. I could get raised here if he has it, but I choose $700, which is just a little over half pot, and he snap folds. We win this one, another 2K, so happy about that. We are currently up 3.6K. We're in for 1,500, we're at 5,100. The game is going good. I think we have an hour left. The boys had a really good idea. We're gonna do the stand-up game over here on our next hand. If you don't know the stand-up game, what it is everybody stands up. You can't sit down until you win a hand, and then the last person standing also is going to owe everybody, in this case, $25, so they're going to lose another $175, $200. So that's about to start. Next hand, here's the footage. All right, this is what it looks like. First hand.
Going for it.
I already folded. I'm not sitting down. Okay, guys. So on this one, you notice that I am standing up, and the gentleman to my right, Yuchan, is also standing up. We're playing the stand-up game, and if you don't know anything about the stand-up game, what it basically is that everybody stands up at one time right when you start the game. When you win a pot, you get to sit down. The last person standing, so the last person who is not able to win a pot, is going to have to pay everybody at the table. In this case, I think it was $25 a person, so they're going to lose another $200. Not only are they standing up for however many hands it takes, but they're also going to have to pay someone. So in this case, we get there 5 ways. It's between me and Yuchan. We're the last 2 people to stand because we have not won a hand yet. Everybody else already has. We flop second pair with 6-3. You know, we were here under the gun with the straddle out. Everybody checks this flop. So after everybody checks this flop, we feel like we have the ability to win something here. We might be good with just our, you know, second pair on the flop, which is now 4th pair on the board. And the gentleman named Todd Gross is gonna lead $175 in the river. He played this hand very weird. I kind of take a moment to assess what happened. If you can see that, I actually look down at him, stare at him, see what he's looking like, see if he's uncomfortable. After actually I get a physical tell, I throw in the $175, and he immediately says I have bottom pair of 2s, 3s are good. Not only do I get to sit down, I win the pot, and the best part, Yuchan loses the stand-up game, so he has to pay everybody at the table $25. Okay guys, so we're nearing the end of the night. This is actually going to be the last hand we break down. At this point, we've ran our stack up from $1,500 to $5,300. We're up $3,800 in this 5-5 game. We're probably one of the big winners of this game, even though people started with a lot more money than we did. In this one, it's going to be 5-5, 10-25. Let's see. We're actually in the hijack with ace queen offsuit. Clave's in front of us. He's the straddle with 7 deuce. Big Daddy's the smaller straddle with king 7 off. We're going to go ahead and raise it to $75. It's going to go fold until Shane, who picks up ace 10 of diamonds. He raises to $275 because I could be trying to steal straddle money. So he makes it $275. It folds all the way back around to me. I'm going to call the additional $200 with ace queen. So we're going to be heads up to a flop. There's already $550 plus in there. We're going to get a rainbow board of jack 8-6. Shane's out of position in this one, so it's going to be up to him first to decide what he wants to do. As you can see, he's in not great shape with just ace 10 against my hand that's ace queen, but he does have backdoor straights. And most importantly, he's been the aggressor of this hand. So he's going to continue. I'm going to peel 1 because it's a $140 bet, which is what he'll probably bet with most of his range. But I need to keep him honest, so I call the 140. The turns 3 of spades doesn't really improve anyone, doesn't improve anything really at all. If he was ahead, he's still ahead. If he was behind, he's still behind. So the pot's $870 here. It is his option. He slows down and checks, and I feel like this is just the time where he could have been, you know, betting his entire range, whether he hit the flop or not. And the fact that he's now slowed down, I'm going to try to take it at this point. So into $870, I'm going to go ahead and push out a bet here of $330, just about third size pot, and he's going to let it go. This is going to be our last hand of the night that we win. We're going to win a 1.2K pot, another $455 in the stack, and just kind of cap off a really good night. We got him for $4,300. That's how you run 1,500 up to 58 in a 5-5 game.
What are you gonna say? This is what winning looks like. Everybody 5,000. There we go. 57.
So we're walking out. It was a successful night. Great night as usual. Thanks to the guys at Rounders. Thanks to the guys that handled the stream. Thanks to all the guys that played. It was just a fun night. We're out of here. I hope you enjoyed the vlog.